Google has finally given its AI assistant Gemini Live the ability to see. Without making a big announcement, the company has started rolling out new features that turn an ordinary smartphone into a powerful tool for Gemini's vision. Now Gemini can look at things through a phone screen or camera and understand what it sees, making it smarter and more interactive than ever before. And do you know what? It was a curious Reddit user that was the first to discover these new abilities, and they wasted no time in sharing a video to show how it works. This update brings to life what Google has been talking about for a long time, which is its exciting project called Astra. With this new technology, Gemini is no longer just a chatbot that responds to text. It can actually see and process live visuals in real time. One of the most exciting features is the ability to watch what's happening on a phone screen. A new button called Share Screen with Live lets Gemini continuously monitor everything a user is looking at. Before this, Gemini could only understand still screenshots, which meant it could only process one image at a time. But now the AI can follow along as a person scrolls, swipes, or switches between apps. This could be a game changer, making Gemini more useful for everyday tasks. But it also raises questions about privacy. With Gemini constantly watching, people might wonder if they really want an AI assistant keeping an eye on everything they do. And the craziest thing about this is that the other major upgrade allows Gemini to see through a phone's camera. Google has shown off how well the AI can recognize colors and objects, making it seem incredibly advanced. However, the big question is whether the real-life experience will be as impressive as Google's polished demonstrations. Because many times tech companies promise groundbreaking features, but the actual results don't always match expectations. Still, this is a huge step forward. The idea of an AI that can see and understand the world the way humans do feels like something out of a sci-fi movie. Whether people find it helpful, creepy, or both, one thing is certain: Gemini is evolving fast, and it's only the beginning. So let's get a deeper understanding of this work, exposing the new feature's significance. One thing about this new feature is that it's being released first for people who pay for Gemini Advanced, a special subscription that costs $20 a month under Google's One plan. This plan offers extra AI features, making it more powerful than the regular free version. What's interesting, though, is that Google isn't limiting access to only its own premium devices. A video shared by a Reddit user showed the feature running on a Xiaomi phone, which suggests that Google is allowing a wide range of devices to use it. That being said, the company had previously hinted that those using Pixel or the upcoming Galaxy S25 might get special treatment, possibly with faster updates or better performance. Of course, Gemini isn't the first AI assistant to have eyes. Other AI tools like Microsoft Copilot, ChatGPT, Grok, and Hugging Face's new Hugging Snap app also offer similar abilities. However, these assistants are usually tied to specific third-party apps, meaning users have to go out of their way to access them. What makes Gemini different is that it is built directly into Android, making it much easier for people to use. For those who have been curious about AI assistants but haven't taken the plunge, this might be the perfect reason to finally give one a try. Google's decision to roll out this feature now is no coincidence. The competition among AI assistants is heating up, and Google is pushing hard to stay ahead. Amazon has been hyping up its new and improved Alexa Plus, but so far it hasn't been released. Meanwhile, Apple's upgraded Siri has faced multiple delays, leaving iPhone users waiting. This puts Google in a strong position. While Gemini had a rough start with some early issues and even a name change, it is now stepping up in a big way. For now, Gemini is doing things that neither Alexa nor Siri can do or complete because it has big dreams for Project Astra, calling it the next generation assistant that people will want to use all the time. And this is likely just the beginning. In the coming weeks, more updates and improvements are expected, so users should always be alert and check on Gemini for what comes next. For now, let's explore more things that came with this Gemini Live. Gemini's smart way of interaction. We already know that Google is now giving its AI assistant Gemini a brand new way to understand the world by seeing what's on a smartphone screen. This exciting update is rolling out first for the Pixel 9 series, where Gemini Live has gained the ability to talk live about this. This means users can now have real-time conversations with the AI about images, files, and even YouTube videos as they appear on the screen. The feature was first noticed by 9to5 Google, and it's perfect for those moments when you need instant help, whether you're following a cooking tutorial and want some extra guidance, or you've come across a meme that just doesn't make sense. Gemini is ready to jump in with explanations. Until now, Gemini Live worked like any other AI voice assistant, much like ChatGPT, answering questions and holding conversations without truly knowing what was on the user screen. But with this new ability, it can actually look at specific content and include that in its discussions. For Pixel 9 users, the process is easy. Just open the floating Gemini overlay, and a suggestion will pop up offering to talk live about video when watching YouTube, talk live about PDF when viewing a document in Files by Google, or talk live about this when looking at an image. This removes the need to manually describe what's on the screen, making everything faster and more convenient. Instead of uploading a picture from the gallery or typing out a long explanation, Gemini can now figure things out just by looking. Once the feature is activated, Gemini Live provides a preview of whatever is currently on the screen and is ready to chat about it. If someone is watching a travel video on YouTube, Gemini might suggest cool destinations to visit. If they are reading a PDF contract, the AI can quickly summarize it. And if they are staring at a piece of Renaissance art, unsure of its meaning, Gemini might explain the symbolism behind it. However, for those who might find this level of AI involvement a bit too much, there's good news that users can turn off the feature so that Gemini isn't always analyzing what they're looking at. This feature isn't just for Pixel 9 users. Google has confirmed that it will soon be available on Samsung's Galaxy S24 and S25 smartphones, with plans to expand it to even more Android devices in the near future. So if your phone doesn't have it yet, don't worry. It's only a matter of time before Gemini Live becomes a part of your everyday digital experience. Notification and privacy. Google seems to be making a small but interesting change to how its AI assistant Gemini notifies users during live conversations. Instead of the usual notification that quietly sits at the top of the screen, some users are now seeing something that makes it feel more like they're on a phone call rather than chatting with an AI. Many people are hoping this new call-like notification for Gemini becomes available on more devices, and for good reason. One of the biggest advantages of this update is that it constantly reminds users that Gemini is still listening. Before, the old notification was so small and easy to miss that people would often forget they were still in a live chat with the AI. It wasn't until Gemini suddenly responded out of nowhere that they realized it was still active. Now things are different. With the new design, there's a clear and constant reminder on the screen that Gemini is still engaged in the conversation. And the best part, users have full control over it. This means that if they are done chatting, they can simply hang up and end the session. But if they just want to take a break and come back later, there's also an option to put Gemini on hold. It's a small change, but it makes a huge difference because it can help you have some privacy. Dominating the AI-powered screen interaction. It looks like Google's latest introduction of real-time screen analysis allows its users to interact with their AI assistant in a way that feels more intuitive and immediate. Now has a competitor because Google is not the only company working on this type of technology. Several other tech giants have been developing similar AI-driven features, pushing the boundaries of real-time screen interaction. For a start, Samsung has been making notable progress in AI integration, particularly with its Galaxy AI technology. With the release of One UI 7, the company has expanded its AI capabilities across its Galaxy S24 series and beyond. This update not only strengthens Samsung's collaboration with Google, by making Gemini the default AI assistant, but also introduces unique AI features of its own. Users now have access to natural language search within the settings menu and interactive widgets through the Now bar. Honor has also stepped into the competition with its own AI-driven solution. The company recently showcased its Honor UI agent, an AI capable of understanding and interacting with graphical elements on a smartphone screen. Unlike traditional AI models that depend on cloud-based processing, Honor's agent operates directly on the device, making it faster and more cost-efficient. Demonstrations at the Mobile World Congress 2025. Scene 6. Honor's agent capabilities. Highlighted the agent's ability to perform practical tasks, such as booking a restaurant table through OpenTable, simply by analyzing the screen's contents. These advancements indicate that Google is not alone in starting AI-driven screen awareness. If you've made it this far, let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.